Hello everyone. Welcome to NADCL Season 4. Thanks for tuning in. This video is meant to give you a little bit more details about the upcoming league and how you might be able to participate as a player or a supporter. A little bit of backstory about the NADCL. This is a North American Dota league that I used to run in 2018-2019. We ran 3 seasons and we grew our league from 8 to 64 teams with over 90 teams registering for the open qualifiers of Season 3. For Season 4 in 2023, we're back. We're going to be utilizing a unique model that allows our fans and supporters to be directly involved in managing their teams. They'll have to form communities and coordinate themselves to draft players, make roster swaps throughout the season, design team merchandise, and compete in Community Challenge, which will increase their chances of success, which I'll get to a bit later. Ideally, each one of these teams is made up of different sub-communities that will form these sort of native rivalries within the NADCL. Our league will sort of begin on July 20th with registration and supporter pack sales going live August 3rd through 5th and August 10th through 12th, which are Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays. Players will be competing in an in-house league that we'll host on Faceit. This will essentially be like our player combine where our supporters who are going to be drafting the teams are going to learn about everyone who's competing if maybe they're a little less well known and they're not, playing in the DPC regularly. On August 15th, we'll start with our player draft and we'll immediately go into our first single elimination tournament. In between each of these tournaments, there will be a roster shuffle, which the communities and the supporters will have to manage amongst themselves. And we'll do that 3 times over. And then we'll have a double elimination grand final to sort of crown our Season 4 champions. The teams are made up of your 5 to 6 players, potentially a team owner, an elected community lead, and all of the supporters who are making these community decisions together. Team rosters are initially made through player combine with the 10 in-house games. Only 48 of the players from that league will be drafted, 5 players and a backup for each roster. Those draft decisions are going to be voted on by team supporters, and those team supporters are basically going to elect a community lead who will lead their community through that draft process on Discord. Throughout the season, there's going to be a redraft between each tournament. Supporters will vote to protect players from the redraft with earned what we're calling gobble ups, and any unprotected players who are not gobbled up will be available in a redraft. And the teams who place the worst in the previous tournament will have first pick from that redraft. The drafts will be a snake format where the first initial draft will go by the team who has the most financial support behind them. These teams will have to converse in Discord, nominate their players. The community lead will create a formal vote where supporters will be able to vote on who they want to draft, and the highest voted player will be their selection. What is a gobble up? I mentioned this briefly, but gobble ups give your community the opportunity to vote and save players from re-entering the redraft. So you can see on the right here, you place first, your team gets 3 gobble ups. If you place second, third, or fourth, you get 2 gobble ups. And if you place 5 through 8, you only get 1 gobble up. And what that means is the first place team will get to save 3 players from their current roster for next week. They'll have to decide which 2 players they want to get rid of or let back into the draft pool, essentially. The prize for the community challenge is going to be 1 additional gobble up. So if you want your team to have the best chance, you've got to complete that community challenge the week prior. What is a community challenge? Community challenges will award that 1 additional gobble up, which is going to protect your players from the redrafts. They're meant to just be interactive and social activities that allow your supporters to engage with each other. And a couple of examples would be, maybe we nominate a champion and they do a 1v1 against another team's champion. We can have one of your supporters create a hype video of plays that your team has made throughout the season. Maybe it's through some sort of social activation where you're supposed to, compete against the other teams to see who can get the most views on Twitter. Or maybe you just want to organize a turbo mode in-house community in-house night thing, and that can work as well. So these aren't completely finalized, but we'll create them each week and assign them the entire league to complete. So a little bit more information about the redrafts. These will occur between each tournament in the season. Players can protect as many players as they have gobble ups. How does the redraft works? You can earn a maximum of 4. So if you place first, and you complete your community challenge, you'll be able to save up to 4 members of your roster. The supporters will then vote on, which 4 guys they want to keep. The unprotected players will re-enter the draft. All of the unprotected players are considered teamless. If you weren't drafted initially, you could still be in that pool to potentially be picked up. We'll draft in reverse order based on their placements in the previous week's tournament. If a player that you had to drop because you weren't able to gobble them up is available in the pool, you're able to pick them back up if you think they're a good fit. And this is how you could potentially interact with the league if you're not a player. We're going to offer different tiers of supporter packages. The first one is a tier 1 supporter package, which gives you access to one team within the league. You'll get a unique Discord name color, so you can identify yourself with other members within the server. You'll have access to role-gated channels with the other supporters to discuss your strategies. You'll get 1 vote on all of your team's decisions, whether that be who to gobble up, who to draft. You'll get a VIP badge on our Twitch channel, so you'll be able to, be identified as a supporter of the league. You'll be able to participate in our community challenges. You'll be able to participate in some NADCL contests, which I'll have more news on that in the future. You may have access to team comms. We're still figuring out exactly how we're going to do this and if we want to do it. But then you'll also be displayed in the supporters credits reel at the end of the stream. That's just basically a thank you for helping the league. Tier 2 supporter package, somewhat similar, but a little bit more general. So you'll have access for 4 times the price, from $25 to $100. You'll get access to all 8 teams. You'll be able to see basically everything that's going on in the Discord, and you'll be able to vote on all of the team's decisions. You'll also be displayed a little bit more prominently than our tier 1 supporters, be supporting the league in a major way. And then the third tier supporter package. Now, don't get sticker shock, but this one is for the hefty price of over $1,000. For the team owner supporter package, and we've already sold a couple of these, but if you really don't want to participate with the community, or maybe you really want to have a team within the NADCL, you can come in and partner with me in the league, and we'll make it basically your esports team within the league. So you'll be able to choose all the customization options, such as your team's Discord name color, how you want to set up your team's Discord section. I'll give you moderator access. You'll have basically 51% vote on all team decisions. So if you want something to happen, it's your decision. The NADCL will tag you in all of the social posts, will help you kind of grow your social media and your team's audience alongside ours. We'll have some revenue share options, which I'll get to later, which will allow you to potentially monetize your team. You'll get to partner with us to design team merchandise, which is pretty simple and straightforward, which I'll get to a little bit later. It's really up to you at that point to sort of create new supporter package incentives that you think your audience would be interested in getting behind your team because of. So if you can offer unique exclusive content, maybe you're a content creator and you want to, do something unique around your league, maybe you can create an additional value offer for your fans. These are, kind of what I've drawn up for this first season, and I put a disclaimer at the bottom that says, these splits will be reviewed, analyzed, and adjusted based on the results of each season. My goal is not to make a ton of money off this. I will make the live purchase data available to all team owners. I'm just trying to create a new unique league that runs close to sustainably, and maybe one day maybe for season 2 we'll be profitable and we can start talking about how we reinvest. Okay, so getting into the revenue splits, these are kind of the ways that we see ourselves making money during season 1. We'll have some donations. We'll have the tier 1 supporter packages. We'll have the tier 2 supporter packages. We'll have the team specific merchandise, because we want them to be incentivized in our success and their success at the same time. The NADCL merchandise will not be shared, and the league sponsors will also not be shared, at least for this current version. And just a little bit of a legal disclaimer, I guess, but team owners are not actually team owners. You don't own stock or anything like that. You're just basically purchasing a service. We're creating that product for you. How do we do all of this? I discovered this really great website. It's called Fourth Wall. Fourth Wall is a all-in-one monetization platform for creators, but we're kind of adopting it and stretching its capabilities by using it for a community that is, kind of run as like an esports league. Fourth Wall makes it really, really easy to create homepages, shops, and memberships. This is how we're going to do our supporter packages. There will be a monthly fee to be in one of these, supporter tiers, and then the Fourth Wall Discord bot will detect whether or not you're a member on the site, and they'll provide you a unique role on Discord, which will provide you all of those unique accesses and abilities to interact within the league. Another part that's really great about Fourth Wall is that they have a white label merchandise design that's paired with a customizable team shop, and they actually do all of the fulfillment on their end if you're utilizing their white label products. So it's as simple as really uploading a design, placing it on the piece of merchandise that you've selected, and hosting it on a shop. This is where we can partner with our different teams and communities to create custom merchandise that they can sell to their fans. These are 8 teams. Only 4 of them are confirmed so far. So in the top left, we have Astronaut Esports, Bullish on Gaming, Fry Boys, and then we have the Sporkface Killers. There's a few spots left. I think we're looking to sell maybe 1 or 2 more. I want 1 or 2 of these teams to be supported completely by tier 1 and tier 2 supporter packages. So that's it. I am really excited / ambitious or optimistic about what this league maybe can provide. I hope this was a good walkthrough of how it works. And if you guys have any questions, please reach out to me, join our Discord, send me an email, get in touch. It would be great to have you. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.